trapped together until the end or salvation. The lockdown alarm began without warning. A single sharp beep, then every light in the underground station went out at once. Aisha felt the train shudder beneath her feet. People screamed. Metal shrieked against metal. Then silence. Not the calm kind. The kind that tells you something has gone terribly wrong. When the emergency lights flickered on, the platform was empty. Everyone who had been standing there seconds earlier was gone, except her, and one man lying unconscious near the tracks. One Aisha's breath came fast as she turned in circles. No footsteps, no voices, no trains, only the echo of her own heartbeat. "Hello?" she called. Her voice bounced back at her, thin and frightened. She ran to the man and shook his shoulder. "Hey, wake up!" he groaned, eyes fluttering open. "Where am I?" "Underground station," she said, "but everyone's gone." He pushed himself up slowly. Name Ryan. Job civil engineer assigned to the metro expansion project. "The power failure isn't normal," he muttered. "These tunnels are backed by 3 generators." As if answering him, a deep boom rolled through the station. Dust poured from the ceiling. Aisha screamed. Ryan grabbed her arm. "If the structure fails, this place becomes our grave." 2. They moved into the service tunnel. Their phone signals were dead. No internet, no calls, no emergency frequency, just darkness stretching endlessly ahead. Painted on the wall were fresh warning signs. Restricted zone, level black. Aisha frowned. This tunnel wasn't here before. Ryan stopped walking. It wasn't supposed to be. Another tremor shook the ground. From somewhere deep inside the tunnel came a sound, like breathing, slow, heavy, too close to be air vents. Aisha whispered, "Did you hear that?" Ryan nodded. "Let's not find out what it is." Lana 3. They reached a control room. Screens were shattered. Chairs overturned. Blood streaked across the floor. Aisha's stomach twisted. On one functioning monitor, a message looped repeatedly. "Subjects breached containment. Surface evacuation failed. Do not allow ascent." "What subjects?" Aisha asked. Ryan didn't answer. He was staring at the date on the system log. It was 3 days old. "But I was on the train this morning," she said. Ryan swallowed. "Then time down here isn't moving the same way." 4. They heard running. Footsteps. Fast. Not human. The lights exploded overhead. Darkness swallowed the corridor. Something slammed into the metal door behind them. Aisha cried out. Ryan pulled her through another passage and sealed it manually. The impact hit again. And again. The door bent inward. Whatever was on the other side was strong. Too strong. Ryan backed away slowly. Whatever escaped, he said quietly, was never meant to reach the surface. Bar 5. They found an old maintenance map. Only one route led upward, but written in red marker across the stairs were the words, "Ascent equals extinction." Aisha stared at it. "If we stay here, we die," she said. "If we go up," Ryan replied, "we might take the world with us." The lights flickered once more. Then a voice echoed through the tunnel speakers, broken, distorted, almost human. "Return the carrier." Aisha felt cold all over. "Carrier?" she whispered. Ryan slowly turned toward her, and that was when he noticed the blood on her sleeve. Blood that wasn't hers, blood that was still moving. Ryan's eyes locked on Aisha's sleeve. The blood pulsed, not dripping, not drying, moving slowly, deliberately, like it was alive. "Aisha," he said carefully, "where did that come from?" She stared down and gasped. "I don't know, maybe from the control room." The speakers crackled again. "Carrier identified." The lights turned white, too bright, painfully bright. Aisha screamed as her head filled with voices, hundreds of them, whispering at once, not words, memories, places she had never been, people she had never met. Ryan grabbed her shoulders. "Stay with me, look at me." The voices stopped, the lights dimmed. Aisha collapsed into his arms, shaking. "I saw the surface," she whispered. "The sky burning, cities empty." Ryan felt his chest tighten. Level Black wasn't a lab, it was a prison. They reached the core chamber. A massive spherical structure floated in the center, surrounded by broken containment rings. On the wall, a final recorded message played. A scientist appeared, eyes hollow, voice trembling. Open quote, "The entity does not infect bodies, it infects possibility. It jumps between outcomes, choosing the future where it survives." Close quote. Aisha whispered, "That's why time feels wrong." Ryan nodded slowly. "It doesn't live in people," he said. "It lives in choices." The message continued. Open quote, "We learned too late. It cannot escape on its own. It needs a human mind to carry it upward." Close quote. Aisha stepped back. No. The blood on her arm crawled upward, forming black veins beneath her skin. The speakers spoke one last time. Ascent confirmed if carrier lives. The exit elevator powered on. One ride to the surface, one chance. Ryan looked at her, eyes burning. If you go up, he said, the world ends. Tears streamed down Aisha's face. I don't want this, she whispered. I can feel it thinking inside me. The structure behind them began collapsing. The underground was sealing itself. Auto-containment, permanent. Aisha took Ryan's hand. Promise me something. Anything. If I lose control, don't hesitate. His voice broke. I can't. You have to. The entity screamed inside her mind. The elevator doors began to close. She shoved Ryan backward. The doors sealed between them. No, he shouted, pounding the glass. Aisha smiled through tears. This is my choice. The elevator rose, empty. She turned away from the surface and walked deeper into the collapsing dark. Below, the tunnels caved in. Fire consumed level black. The core imploded. Silence followed. 6 months later, the world survived. The incident was erased. Declared a gas explosion, Ryan stood at the rebuilt station every morning, waiting, hoping. Everyone said she was gone. But sometimes, when the lights flickered, he heard a familiar whisper. Not threatening, not evil, just human. You saved them. Ryan looked into the darkness, and for a moment he swore he saw her smiling back.